Hi, I'm Johnny from ultimatepapier-mâché.com, and in my last video I started a raccoon. This is the armature that I made, and I showed you how that was done in that last video. So if you haven't seen that, go back and check for it out on my website. Again, ultimatepapier-mâché.com. Just put raccoon in the search bar, you'll find it. What we need to do today is put some hands and some toes and some feet on this guy. So what I'm going to be using is just a scrap piece of cardboard that was left over from making the pattern. I'm using some aluminum armature wire. I happen to have some, and for some reason it doesn't say on the label exactly what the gauge is, but it doesn't actually matter. You don't actually need to use aluminum wire for this particular project because we're going to be completely covering the wire with aluminum foil anyway. The only problem with using a wire that isn't aluminum is that it will probably rust. But if you completely cover it up either with paper, aluminum foil, or tape, then the rust won't end up seeping out into your finish of the project anyway. So it really doesn't matter in this case. I happen to really like the aluminum armature wire, and I have some, so that's what I'm going to use. You have to have something to cut it with, obviously. I'm also going to need some of this heavy wire that I use for the backbone. I'm going to use that to make sure that the feet are nice and stable when they're attached to the legs, because I want this the raccoon to stand up really nice. And I'm also going to be using this real simple sketch. You can see that I cut out the palm of one of these guys. This is the hand. I want both palms to be exactly the same size. I'll do the same with the pad of the foot. So now I'm going to go ahead and use my little pattern here and my scrap piece of cardboard. Now I have my hands and my feet, at least the palms and the bottoms of the feet are all cut out. And now I need to cut 20 pieces of wire, not very long. They don't have to be exactly the right length. I'm just going to cut out 20 of them. So I have the wire on one hand. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the other hand and the feet. Do it exactly the same way. I'm going to tape it on right here. I'm going to bend this so that that'll keep the arm bent. Just tape that on. This it's a hand, but it's acting like a foot. So I'm going to put it on the end and crosswise. Make sure that you can see that. There we go. There is a little bit of the heel sticking out on the feet, just like ours. You can see how flimsy this connection is. It's just all kind of waving around anyway, it feels like, and that's what the extra piece of wire is going to help with. So now I've got the feet and the hands on there, and I've got those wires supporting those connections, so it's really important. But there's no way it's going to stand up. And the reason for that is pretty easy to see. Anytime you have a three-legged creature, well, he's got 4 legs, of course, but he's only standing on 3 of them right now, you have to have a triangle between, you have to have 3 points on a triangle of the 3 feet that are actually on the ground. And I don't have that right now. what I have is, as you can see, is a straight line. And obviously I got 3 points standing on a straight line, and so it's going to fall over. So what I need to do now is change something so that I do have a triangular piece. I'm just going to keep bending things and pushing on them until I have a guy that will stand up. I'm going to put a wire in there right now. Actually, I'll probably put one right across the top of his behind, and that will hold that steady. I'm just going to poke a hole in here so that the wire can go through rather than over. Okay, I have 15 toes hitting the table, or the ground, we're going to pretend it is. We've got a hand here that needs to get some work done to make it just a little bit more interesting. I'm going to make him a fish, I can't help it. But I'll have to actually form the fingers of this hand around the fish later. Now what I have to decide is, do I pad the toes now with the aluminum foil, or do I go ahead and pad all of it at once? I think I'm going to do it all at once, which means that I'm going to change the posture, put this wire all the way across the back because I wanted to bend him, and this crazy neck piece. There. Now I think this is enough for this video. It's already probably gotten a little bit too long. This took quite a while to do, and it's going to take more time because I really don't think this is quite right yet. I'm not happy with this this arm that I'm looking at. I think it's way too far forward. I'll probably have to slice it off right where I put the hot glue and the styrofoam and pull it back a little bit, do a bit of fixing, and then I'll be able to put the padding on there. I'm going to go ahead and pad the body and the toes and the fingers all together, do that all in one process. Hopefully it can all be done in one video. I hope that wouldn't take too long. So watch for the video next time, and please come and visit me, ultimatepapier-mâché.com. Come show off your work. I want to know what you've been up to. I'll see you there.